Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Today, a major development in the case of Sonya Massey. Former Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson has been sentenced to 20 years in prison for the fatal shooting of Sonya Massey.
Body camera video was released showing Deputy Grayson shooting and killing Massey as she crouched down in her kitchen. Grayson was arrested and charged with her murder.
While no sentence can ever restore what was taken from Sonya's family or undo the harm that was caused by this horrific act to this community, this outcome affirms a critical principle that no one is above the law. An unlawful use of force will carry meaningful consequences.
Grayson was facing, we're told.
Good morning, everybody. My clock said about 5:55. Yeah, we up early with this shit, man. You know? They gave old boy who killed Sonya Massey 20 years, man. And it's like, it kind of shocked me. I didn't think dude was gonna get off, you know, but I didn't think he was gonna get, you know, what he got. So I wanna say, shit, my shout outs to the judge in that situation, because that man went to trial and he was found guilty, but it was the judge that said, hey, we gonna max old boy out, you know, give him the dub, you know. This the news report of it, and they got her daughter on her. And during the other reports, I don't never remember hearing them say nothing about the daughter type shit, you know? So yeah, man, if y'all up with me or whatever time y'all check this out, man, twist y'all something up, you know? Get your morning mud, you know what I'm saying? Now let's slide, man.
Anywhere from 4 to 20 years behind bars.
Video recordings obtained by CBS News reveal that 2 years before shooting and killing Sonya Massey in her Springfield home, Deputy Sean Grayson was reprimanded for putting false information in his police reports.
Sean Grayson showed no remorse, did not render any aid, and he basically just, in his mind, wanted to just leave her there to die. The responding backup officer, which was not his partner, but the backup that came, he rendered aid. He went and rendered aid to her, and his first initial response was, let me go get my kit. And what he said was just horrific.
Most moving and powerful testimony in this trial has been from Sean Grayson's former partner. He took the stand on Wednesday, and he said that he did not view Sonya Massey as a threat that night. Rather, he was afraid of Grayson and some of the actions that he took that night. Dawson Farley, who was a probationary officer at the time with the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office, responded to Massey's home with Grayson the night of the shooting. He told the jury that while he was confused after Massey said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, he never perceived that as a threat, adding that he only unholstered his gun because Grayson did.
Yeah, see, that phrase right there is what made old boy do what he did. You know what I'm saying? That irritated that demon in him. When she said that, it irritated the demon. You know what I'm saying? Look how strong he bucked his hammer. And he's straight down, man, come on now.
Graphic, unedited body camera video was also shown in court. Grayson looked down or at the table in front of him. For the majority of the video, he did not look directly at the screen while it was being played for the jury, and at least 2 jurors also averted their eyes. The autopsy reveals that Sonya Massey died from a single gunshot. Sean Grayson's attorneys say that he acted in self-defense, that he feared severe bodily injury or even death from that pot of boiling water.
And y'all know that's bullshit. The lady last words was, I'm sorry. That lady, goddamn me, apologized for some shit. She ain't do nothing. She wasn't wrong. She ain't, you know what I'm saying, man? That man killed her because of whatever he had on his chest about her, and he thought he could get away with it. He started lying as soon as it happened. As soon as people started showing up, the man got the line and shit.
Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson has been sentenced to 20 years in prison following the killing of Sonya Massey in July of 2024.
And that sentencing lasting just over an hour at the Sangamon County Courthouse. At the end of that sentencing is when the judge made his decision of that maximum 20-year sentence for former Deputy Sean Grayson. That has been what the Massey family has wanted the entire time. It's what the state asked for today. So when those words came out of the judge's mouth, the Massey family erupted in cheers, one person even yelling yes in the gallery. The judge quickly had to settle that, but you could clearly see the emotions, hear the emotions as well. Sonya's father has said time and time again that he wants complete justice. This is just one step to get there. He reiterated that today when speaking to the courtroom. He says, though, that he doesn't want this 20-year sentence to end at 20 years. In that statement, he made a point to say that Grayson should be prosecuted federally for her civil rights.
This case is about acknowledging Sonya's family, their humanity, confirming the gravity of what occurred when she was killed in her own home after calling for help, and law enforcement's responsibility to protect the public rather than place them in harm's way. The passage of Sonya Massey law, which strengthens police hiring standards here in the state of Illinois, reflects a broader recognition that failures in the system must be addressed to prevent future tragedies like this from occurring.
20 years is not enough, but they did what they thought, they did what they could do.
Summer Massey speaking outside court today after a judge sentenced former Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson to 20 years behind bars. Summer was 15 at the time of her mother's death in July of 2024.
I'm thankful for all the love and support that everybody has came out and shown, and I'm grateful that we got the maximum sentence that we could.
Grayson was convicted of second-degree murder for shooting and killing 36-year-old Massey in her home in Springfield, Illinois. Woman and mother of two had called police to report a possible prowler.
Sheriff's Office!
Grayson and his partner responding. The situation escalating after deputies told Massey to back away from the pot of boiling water.
Where you going? Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from the hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Grayson testifying he fired at Massey, believing she would throw the scalding water on him after using what he called threatening words. Prosecutors said Massey's final words before she was shot with her hands up were, "I'm sorry." According to ABC affiliate WICS, who was in the courtroom, Grayson today saying he froze and made terrible decisions that night. "I wish there was something I could do to bring her back. I wish this didn't happen. I wish they didn't have to go through this experience. I am very sorry."
I don't think I'm gonna forget him no time soon.
We hope today's sentence sends a clear message that abuses of power will not be excused nor minimized. We thank the prosecution, their office, for presenting the facts and the evidence that allowed the court to reach its decisions.
I just want to say that we serve an awesome God, because never in the history of these United States has a law enforcement officer been given this kind of sentence, a maximum sentence of 20 years. We don't think that's enough. And the law needs to be changed here in Illinois so that there's a greater value placed on second-degree murder here in the state. But right now, I am just overwhelmed with joy. We prayed that this would happen, that he would get the maximum sentence. But we look forward to him being prosecuted federally for violation of Sonya's civil rights. I don't care about who's running this country right now, but I'm gonna let you know that as her dad, I want him prosecuted federally too, so that when his sentence is up here in the state of Illinois, he can begin his federal sentence in the federal penitentiary.
Do you have an inherited property you need to sell fast and you're not sure where to even begin? You're definitely not the only one. It can get complicated.
Thank you.
Sonya's two children, Malachi, who's 19, and Summer, who's 16, also addressing the court this morning, both of them making sure that Grayson knew that his actions impact each of them every day. Malachi saying that part of his soul feels ripped, a part of him dead. Summer says she's exhausted and is just holding on to the memories that she has left. Now,
if he took charge and used proper tactics, she wouldn't have gotten up She wouldn't have gotten to that hot pot of boiling hot water that was on that stove for God only knows how long, boiling.
Please God, I'm trying to get help, y'all.
She said, please God, I'm trying to get help.
But
What do you need help with?
nothing, I just, please God, please, I don't know what to do.
Deal with what?
These two officers, at no time did they try to soothe this woman. As a matter of fact, they were just being very mechanical about the whole thing and just going through the motions. They could have gone that extra step and said, hey, ma'am, everything is fine here. Listen, you have nothing to worry about. We checked your whole property. There's nobody here. And if you need to call us back, we'll come right back. You'll be fine. Just go inside, lock your door, and you'll be okay. They didn't do that. This former officer just had such a bad track record. Sean Grayson, arrested in Macoupin County, Illinois, on August of 2015 for DWI, and then again arrested in July of 2016 for a second DWI. So just having these two DWIs, but that's not all. There's much, much more. As he went around and bounced from department to department, he had these report writing issues where he was writing false reports. He got written up at his previous job right before he took this one for doing a car chase for some minor traffic infraction of some woman, and the sergeant called off the chase. He said that he stopped chasing, but he shut his lights off and his sirens, and he wound up getting hit. A deer ran into the side of his car. These are all things that should have eliminated this guy from being a cop, and unfortunately it didn't. It is really horrific what happened to a mother of two, Sonya Massey. It shouldn't happen. She didn't deserve it. It shouldn't happen to anybody. Any human being this should not happen to. And in this situation, we have the former deputy, Sean Grayson, in prison, in jail. So I want to say a special thank you to you, the Patreon supporters, the channel members, and all the moderators and the folks who keep this a classy place. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting.
Man, and with that being said, y'all, I gotta say, like, I ain't gonna even lie, and it's gonna be hard for me to, you know what I'm saying? This gonna kind of be hard for me to say, but it's real, you dig? Like, I grew up in St. Louis, you know what I'm saying, as a young nigga. So when I, like, became, like, a teenager, you know, I jumped off the porch hella early. But by the time I was a teenager, you know what I'm saying? It's like I was groomed and taught to despise police. You know what I'm saying? That when the police come, somebody going to jail. You ain't gotta be right, you ain't gotta be wrong. All you gotta be is the motherfucker that they say going to jail. You see what I'm saying? It's like we had fucked up police. You know what I'm saying? Me and my little partners used to get picked up for curfew violations. And they used to drive us to the riverfront. Beat our ass and drive us to the riverfront and drop us off at the water in the riverfront. Now you gotta think what this like for a little nigga that's 14, 15 years old. You know? Yes, Lord. So I was taught to despise cops, to despise police. My heart didn't soften towards police, their conduct and their activity until one of my sons pursued it. You know, he pursued that career, and I don't care what he do. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what he do. That's my motherfucking baby. That's my son. That's my T-man. So this nigga could have been a motherfucking juggling clown in the circus. I don't give a fuck what he did. I'm 10 toes behind him. You know what I'm saying? I still motherfucking feel the way I feel about cops. The only thing is, my son made me see that you got different levels of police and you got different types of police on each one of those levels. You know? It's a cold game, man. And it's like I don't envy no police officers. I don't envy none of them. I don't even envy my son. As far as the career path that he chose, I don't envy that. I honor it, I respect it, and I salute it. You know what I'm saying? For him. But he got to put up with too much. You know what I'm saying? It's like you go to bed every night with a small little piece of you, always feeling like you might get that phone call in the middle of the night that T-Man got hurt. You might get that call in the middle of the night that T-Man got shot. By me being a nigga from the streets, I didn't have to have this conversation with myself. Your son is a police officer for St. Louis. If somebody was to put down one of your other kids, you're gonna go see about that person. You're gonna try to get them before the police get them, like we already know that. But how you play that situation when, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I wouldn't be able to move on the situation because the police is already involved with it, but it's like in the back of my mind, like, yeah, I know I'm a little fucked up anyway, but in the back of my mind, I done had this conversation with myself. And see, I done had a child get shot by police officers. I got a son that got shot 3 times by the police. You know, when he was 14 years old. And being his daddy, I had to go see about the motherfucker that shot him, whether he was a police or not. And the crazy thing is I armed myself. And I went to the hospital where they had my son upstairs on blackout. And I walked in this motherfucker with something ugly under my motherfucking arm, with a jacket on, with a hoodie on, with a black hoodie on. No mask, no gloves, no none of that. And I kept asking to see the officer that shot my son. Another officer grabbed me up downstairs in the lobby, like before I even made it upstairs. The people told me like, Sykes Jr. is on blackout. I say, well shit, I'm his daddy. They say, well, he already has a parent up there because his mama made it to the hospital before I did. He already has a parent up there. So you gotta stay down here until she come down and then you'll be able to go up. But shit, I got something under my motherfucking arm that got 50 on it. So I asked the lady, well, where the officers at? Where all the police at? Can I talk to the police that shot my son? She said, just a second, and she made a call. Right next to where I'm talking to the lady, man, walk out the room, police. You know how they do with their little thumbs and their little vests and shit, you know? Man walk out the room, he say, how can I help you? I say, you the one that shot that baby up there? And that man looked at me, he say, so who are you? I say, that's my son. I'm Sykes Sr. That man say, come on, let's go in this room. He took me in the same room. He just walked out. There wasn't shit in the room but a table and a chair. And a telephone. The man looked me eye to eye. He said, how can I help you, sir? I said, man, I just want to see the man who shot my son. I said, I just want to talk to the police officer who shot my son. He said, well, he's not going to be available tonight. I say, well, from my understanding, it was more than one. Can I talk to the other one? He kind of chuckled like, man. But I'm dead serious with this shit, so I'm locked in on his eyes like, you know. This man say he looked down at my chest and looked back up. He say, Mr. Sykes, I think the best thing for you to do, man, is go ahead and go home, man. He say, your son was in a stolen car. His friend was murdered in front of him. He done got shot a couple of times. This man told me, man, your son gonna need you, man. Go on, go home. And it's like, at that moment, I was finna break down in tears because I ain't know what to do. I wanted to, you know, right here, right now in this little room. Somebody gotta feel this behind my son getting hit. This man say, Mr. Sykes, please turn around, leave the hospital, and just go home, man. Just like that. And I did. I did. Now you gotta think, man, his mom ain't on the best of terms right now. This is motherfucking Thanksgiving. This shit happened on Thanksgiving. My son was shot Thanksgiving morning, 2016, I believe. It's a cold game, man. So it's like, as an adult, man, like growing up mentally, I had to realize that it ain't police, period. You got, you know, some fucked up police. You got some good ones too, though. And now that my baby is a police, you know, it's like shit. It's a career that I had to reevaluate as far as how I thought about it. So now if I get pulled over, it's like I don't automatically, you know what I'm saying, jump to 10, you know. And everybody, me and my sons, all of us, it's like, come on now, even my daughter, come on now. We go from 0 to 10 to 100 right now, her, where, right here, right, all us like that. It's the Sykes blood in us, you know. But I don't do that no more when they pull me over. I automatically go to 10. Once they get that, whoa, I'm at 100. Oh, man, do your motherfucking job. Come on, take me here so I can make bond. I don't give a fuck about nothing you talking about. That was my mentality about it. But now I view it as, man, they got a job to do. They got a job to do. And a lot of them, man, ain't bad and fucked up, man. They got a job to do. That's it. And if you on the other end of that job that they doing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you can make this shit bad for yourself. I'm speaking about the good ones. You can turn the situation bad for yourself based off your demeanor, your body language, what you doing. Yeah, I done got my ass beat by the police more than once. I done got threatened. A sheriff inside the Justice Center told me he'll smack a nigga like me. Them people had to send me to the motherfucking hole. I told the man in front of every motherfucking body, then where you gonna work, nigga? Then where the fuck you gonna live, nigga? You smack a nigga like me, nigga, I'm out here every motherfucking day until I find you, bruh. And I'ma gun you down wherever the fuck I catch you, bruh. It's your boy Sykes, man. I'm glad they gave that man that time. He ain't gonna serve all that time, though. Illinois, you only do half of your time out here. He got 20, so he gonna do about 10 of that shit, man. And then he gonna fuck around and be eligible for some type of programs and shit that's gonna send him home even earlier than that. Excuse me. Now, on the Missouri side, if that would have happened, he'd have had to do 18 years of that, you know, flat. Over there in Illinois, though, old boy might do about 8, you know, off that 20, might do about 8. This your boy Big Sykes. I appreciate you sliding with me, man. Rest in peace to Sonya Massey. You know what I'm saying? My condolences to her family, to their baby Summer, to the brother, to the son. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, but the daddy, right? Should take this shit federal. You know, take it federal. God, I come to you today and I say thank you for everything you have done, everything that you are doing, and everything that you will do in my life, my kids' life. In your name I pray, the Most High. Amen. To the next one, y'all. To the next one.